Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tarot Investigations with your girl, Shannelblack. Okay, today we are still investigating the Shanquella Robinson case, the case of the fake friends, the Cabo 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we don't know how many, but as far as I'm concerned, we got the Cabo 10 right here in front of us, honey. Until we know exactly who these fake friends, and I use the word fake friends. It seemed like fake names. It seemed like fake scenarios. But what we do know is real is the person who started off, who leaked the video that we don't know where it came from, because the only people who had access to that video where Shanquella was getting brutally beat up came either had to come from the people who was recording it, okay, or the people they sent that recording to. So which means Gerald had access to the Cabo fake friends, okay. As far as I'm concerned, like I said, he is the friend. He is the fake friends until we finally find out the true identity of these people. Because if you research him, research his background. By the way, okay, if you really want to know information about him, you really have to go to Google and pull up his mugshot, because guess what? That's the only thing that's concrete about this individual is his mugshots, and he has so many of them. I think he get a new mugshot every year, girl. So this is his recent mugshot, okay, where he just got released. He served prison time in 2001, which was just last year, girl. We just in 2022, girl. So he just served a prison sentence, not jail, but prison sentence for extorting a lawyer. Okay, he called it justice. That's what he called it, justice, girl. But you always trying to extort somebody. You trying to take somebody intimate pictures, aka naked pictures. Remember, Shanquella was naked in her video. It just so happened they was gonna take that video. It seemed like they was gonna take that video and blackmail her, but it went too far. Okay, that's why she was naked. But he's known for taking people naked pictures and try to extort them for it. Okay, so this is a history for him. And when I say a history, I mean a long-standing history. Now, he says, everybody did something when they was younger. He said, yeah, I have a background. Who don't have a background? And everybody say, I don't have one. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have one. But he said he got an extensive one. But he said that he ain't did nothing since he was 18 or something like that. But it's like, sir, I believe you did something before you was 18, because we all know that minor records are sealed. Okay, so it's not like we can see what he did before he was 18. I'm sure he was running amok in them North Carolina streets. Okay, probably messing with I'm sure getting calls all the time when he's in a fight, or probably messing with somebody's kids, or doing something he ain't got no business. But from what I found out, honey, he always messing with grown men. So, and then I also read that they asked him on one of his probation situation that he need to take a mental evaluation, because in his mind he really thinking he doing stuff for the cause. So, girl, we're gonna pull some cards and we're gonna see what's his mental state. Do he really believe the stuff that he's doing? Do he really think he's working for justice and just so happen to be breaking the law, or is he just a mentally ill person that needs some help? So let's jump straight into it, girl, because right when you think you done read all about him and his history and his background, you haven't read nothing, girl. It's still gonna be another article. It's multiple pages to Google. Okay, you gotta learn how to click through the pages, girl. And it seems like something new pop up all the time with this individual. So we're gonna read on him and his personality now, and then we're gonna kind of do readings on him to find out how is he connected to the other so-called Cabo 6, okay, and Shanquella. So right now it's just focused on him and his personality today, and then we're going to break down the next video on him and Shanquella. What relationship do he have with Shanquella, okay, and then so forth, okay, because he is the answer to everything. Because notice, he the one who called Nazir and had a conversation with Nazir. He the one got in touch with Dejanay family. He confirmed that it was Dejanay family, okay, which means his auntie, aka allegedly, okay. And also, he got in touch with the Robinson family. He's known for cyber stalking, because remember, he just got released from prison. You ain't got nothing but time and opportunities and on your hands when you're in prison. And girl, they be letting the prisoners have phones and internet access. Look at TikTok, girl. They be on there TikToking and doing everything. So it's like the prison system is failing us. Okay, it's like take the Wi-Fi and the internet away from the inmates. And girl, listen, girl. Now, if you got an uncle, a boyfriend, or somebody in the prison system, and you like talking to them, girl, okay. I still say he needs to lose his phone too, honey. He just needs to call you on the prison phone. Keep it safe. Okay, we're gonna keep it safe, girl. Okay, but this ain't about you and your man, girl. We're talking about this man. Okay, let's focus. So listen. So let's kind of jump into this reading and kind of see what's going on with this guy. I'm gonna give him a fair assessment because he may have changed, even though he's just got released from prison in 2021, and he is currently on probation with probation violations. So, girl, I don't know. Maybe he'll change somewhere in the somewhere. I don't know where the change has occurred because he's still doing stuff that's violating his probation. So, girl, and also he's been investigated by, you know, the district attorney in his hometown, and also the FBI. They know him too. And as far as I'm concerned, the FBI is not going to give the Robinson family any information as long as they got this creep around, because he is the one who's making sure that he came in to make sure that everything goes great. He came in and probably got hold to Shanquella's phone. He came in, deleted what he needed to delete. He came in and set the tone. He set the tone. Okay, he pretty much the same thing he's been doing to everybody in the past. Okay, extorting, cyber stalking, aka doing research. Okay, contacting these people and then trying to take their intimate information, their videos, and then make it go viral like he did in the Shanquella case. Okay. And except for this time, he received all the accolades because we thinking that he's the one helping, and on the outside looking in, we thinking that he's helping, but you got to really ask yourself, wait a minute, how did you get all this vital information though? How? Okay, and then some people like, well, all the bloggers, other bloggers, the YouTubers are hating on him. No, we're not. No, we're not, girl. We ain't trying to get in the prison system. We're not trying to get locked up. Okay, we're not trying to make an entry into the prison system. So that's not what we're trying to do. Okay, we just here. I know what I'm doing. I'm here trying to help Shanquella. That's who I'm here for, Shanquella. Okay, and nobody else. So let's jump into this reading. Okay, look what came out with him first. Volunteer, honey. He's so off a little bit. He don't even know. He thinking he really helping. Like, here's the first card. Jump into it. I'm a shapeshifter. We know, sir. We know. Okay. So it speaks about the light attributes. It says skills at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. That's when he's thinking straight. Now, the shadow attributes, which is what we're more concerned about, which is the side that he don't show, that he hide. But a mental person going to leak that shadow attribute out no matter what. You can tell if you watch one of his lives long enough, girl, he will snap on somebody. He will call somebody a bald-headed hoe. He will call somebody this, call somebody that, girl. He will dogging his little people that's following him. And I call them Buffalo Soldiers, the people who be watching him, honey. You know how I call them Buffalo Soldiers because, girl, they shaped like buffaloes with oversized wigs. Okay, now here we go. Now, and I call him that because because on my TikTok when I posted something about him, it was like, oh my God, he's doing a great job. He wouldn't hurt anyone. I said, well, go send your kid on to Cabo with him then. Go send your daughter to Cabo with him and his friends, okay? Silly buffaloes. You silly little buffalo soldier, you. Okay, we're going on to shapeshifters, okay? Now, the shadow attribute speaks about projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in that moment. Of course, okay? So you want to cover it up for your cousin Dejanay, allegedly. Okay, you want to cover up because 9 times out of 10, you and the mediator tried to come out. So he's the person in the middle as well. This person in the middle that's trying to make the situation right or make it balanced for the criminal and for the family. At the same time, he get the accolades down the middle. Okay, that's just how he's been operating. If you look at his mug shots and use your common sense, girl, you gotta have common sense in this. Okay, you can't come into this with your toxic family, generational curse and type of thinking. Okay, because if that's the case, this person gonna remind you of your uncle. This person gonna remind you of your daddy. This person gonna remind you of your brother. Okay, I need you to come out of that toxic energy. Okay, so that you can think straight. Would you want this person around your precious daughter or son? Okay, that's if you love your precious daughter and son, girl. I be so concerned about our community sometimes. It's like, dang, do you love your daughter? Ma'am, do you love your daughter? Okay, because you grieve and cry and act a fool in the streets for your delinquent sons. Okay, for your juvenile sons, y'all will cry and weep, have no problem grieving for your sons, even though your son is a terror in the neighborhood. You would grieve for him openly in the streets. But then when it comes to your daughter, oh, everybody grieve different. Everybody grieve different. So therefore, everybody grieve different. So these mothers who in the street grieving for their delinquent juvenile sons only grieve for their daughters in the deep dark corners of their bedroom at 12 o'clock midnight. Because if you catch her at 12:01 and 12:02, she done. She done. You done missed the grieving. You missed the grieving process, okay? But when it comes to her sons, girl, she in the streets. So if this person reminds you of an uncle, a father, or anything like that, girl, you're probably not going to understand, and you probably not thinking clearly. And that's okay, girl. You just got some mental healing to do. That's okay. Okay, but let's and like I said, I'm not trying to put this person down because, like I said, you innocent to proven guilty. But right now, this person got so many mug shots, so many convictions, so many probation violations, so many probation hearings, so many, girl. Let's move on. Let me shuffle my cards, girl. So, divine angels, give us the best cards from this deck to describe the energy of Gerald Jackson when it comes to Shanquella, girl. Because we can't keep up with his history, and even the divine can't keep up with it. Divine says true. He don't even know this person, but he claimed he a preacher. He everything under the sun. Okay, but he just don't give me good vibes. Period. Okay, and my vibes count. Okay, this is the card that popped out on the floor. Child Eternal. Okay, it speaks about the shadow attribute speaks about the inability to grow up and be responsible. He got a extreme dependency on others for physical security. But he stay in somebody's inbox, he stay in somebody's business, he stay on somebody's internet, stalking somebody so that he can come in and send people into their life to distort situations, to act like you they friends, to act like you care, just so that he can set you up and then use the information to set himself up. Okay, so he's a shapeshifter. He come in and acting one way. He come in and acting like he's your friend. Okay, but deep down he has childhood issues. Okay, he has the inability to grow up and be responsible. Next. And it's also, even the light attributes of this card speaks to somebody's determination to stay young in the mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so that means very immature mentally. Okay, then we got the teacher here that says he's a teacher. The shadow attributes, a teacher has the ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, and wisdom. Okay, I say when it comes to his communication, he is able to communicate well. Okay, because he got a lot of people believing in him. Okay, and but these same people will watch him and they be like, well, something ain't right about him, but they still continue to watch. It's like, girl, don't keep his energy in your spirit. Stop watching. Okay, but then it said the shadow attributes speaks about manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. Now see, in all the Shanquella reading, it's always somebody that shows up in the reading that's in the background, that's kind of almost having like a town hall meeting with other individuals to kind of teach them how to go into the situation and work it. Okay, and he's the person that's doing the teaching. He's the one that's giving the instructions. He's the one holding the town hall meeting, girl, in North Carolina. So it's like he also will manipulate and abuse the student, which means now he's teaching them how to go in and get this money, how to go in and be this shapeshifter. But if they somehow steer off in any kind of way, he will use the information that he has against them to manipulate them. So it's like he's winning in a situation, but you ain't winning because you keep on getting caught and getting locked up. Okay. Then we got the gossip card. Okay, he's a gossiper, he's a blogger. Okay, the light attributes speaks about awakens consideration for the feelings of others and honor and trust. So you think that you telling him your deepest secret, you're telling him information, and you think you can trust him, but the shadow attributes tells you that he thrives on the power of passing on private and secret information and betraying your confidence, honey. all day, every day. Even the card said they're not gonna lie. They're not gonna lie for him, girl. Okay, so he's showing up as a shapeshifter that'll come in and try to take your trust, and then will use it against you. Okay, because remember, he already understood you before you came in. Do you ever wonder, how did you get my phone number? How did you get my information? Okay, and then we got an addict here. Somebody that's addicted to something. Now, the light attributes of an addict speaks about helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. So he may give a little pushback to addictive behavior. I wonder if he recognized that he has an addictive behavior. Okay, and either he tried to hide it or push it up under the rug. But the shadow attribute speaks about, which is the side that you're trying to hide, but it oozes on out. It says compromises integrity and honesty. It says allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. Okay, so there's some type of addictive pattern that he probably had as a child, learned as a child, maybe even a disorder. That even though, okay, he may start off, okay, as this child, and it's fall up on the child card. So there's something that he learned from a family. It's a family pattern for him, okay, to have, it's like he recognized some type of behavior, and he may have tried to push back on it, may have tried to push back against his family when this was happening as a child. But it's like he had the, but it's like he come from seem like a line of people that does not have integrity or honesty. Or maybe they do, and they see that he did, and they push back on him, probably pushed him out the family. Okay, and that right there picked up some type of addictive, either he has some addictions to some type of substance, or he has some type of mental addiction. Okay, some type of addiction in his head that he won't let something go. Okay, but then let's see what's the last part that wants to come out for Mr. Gerald. And the cards are showing me exactly what I feel about him. Okay, but like I said, I didn't feel nothing initially because I didn't know what to feel, because I thought he was just a blogger. He was just somebody that was reporting the news. But I just didn't get a good feeling about him. Just how dark the room be when he give his commentary, and how he'll switch up, and how, you know, it just didn't seem right. So when I was kind of looking up his information to kind of see, you know, what all he knew about Shanquella, girl, all his mugshots came up. It's like, dang, I was overwhelmed. I'm like, dang, I was looking up information just to see, because they say he was the source for Shanquella. And since I took on the case, it's like, let me go to the source. Girl, he was the source of everybody issue in North Carolina. So, and that just sent me down a rabbit hole of his criminal activities. Okay, we got the athlete here. Somebody, girl, who working up this muscle. It's like he been working out this muscle of this mental muscle that he got. Okay, this thing that he got. And the light attribute speaks about dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps. So it's speaking of some type of, and this is a shadow, this is a light attribute. It's like he's taking he's taking a handicap that he may have experienced growing up. Okay, it's saying something about a teacher. Now, he also extorted and set up a teacher back in the day too. Okay, I don't know if there's a teacher girl in gym class or something like that, but because with this athlete, look him up, girl. Yes, he got a history with a teacher that he extorted a teacher as well. Okay, he's a shapeshifter. He comes in one way, but I think mentally he can't help himself, because look at this shapeshifting card. Look at the mental picture that's here. It's like layers to him, cycles. Okay, now this right here also speaks about he taking his handicaps and kind of using it. Okay, development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. Now in his mind, he think he is a spiritual person, and this to me is coming off as mental. Now that does not mean, okay, because you can tell some, okay, because think about it, it could be some type of psychosis. Okay, now healthy faith, okay, it's a healthy faith, and then there's an unhealthy faith. Okay, because some serial killers would reference religion, or reference spiritual gifts sometime, and it's like, boy, but you just took somebody's life, boy. Ain't no way you thinking the divine or God has sent you to do this. Okay, so it's like, please stop. Okay, just lock them up, sir. We done with the conversation. We done. We moving on. We're not gonna have this type of conversation with somebody who's saying he's faithful but yet doing illegal, evil stuff. Okay, we're done with the confusion. Moving in 2023, we're not moving in the way of confusion. Okay, that's what we're not gonna do. If you're feeling confused, just know that it's a lie. Okay, trust your intuition, because when you're feeling confused, it's because your intuition is telling you one thing, and then your eyes are telling you another, or maybe your upbringing are telling you another. Your subconscious is. So you need to kind of, whenever you're feeling confused, you need to say somebody's lying. Somebody's lying here. Okay, because I'm feeling confused, and I should not be. Okay, back to the reading, girl. Back to the cards. Okay, now the shadow attributes of this athlete card, it speaks about misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement, a false sense of it. Okay, it's like you coming in acting like you're vulnerable, coming in that you acting like you know, such an innocent bystander, and then you taking that false sense of vulnerability of a person that, like Shanquella father, you taking that sense of vulnerability that he's giving you, and you using it to give you strength, and it's a mental thing that you're doing. Okay, it's like he gained some type of strength and power from this. And then we got the alchemist, girl. Working your magic, girl. Stirring up your potion, honey. Making things work out to your favor, girl. You in the lab after everybody gone home, mixing up things in your little workshop, honey. We got the alchemist, the light attributes, which means stands for transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Okay. Now you would think, you know, with an alchemist, they know alchemist. When I think of an alchemist, I think of like somebody that worked at a pharmacist. You know, the doctor write the prescription, then you go give your prescription to the pharmacist, and he come up with a formula. Okay, that's right for per your doctor. That's right to help you heal whatever you're supposed to be healing at the time. Okay. And that's his good side. But we done watched a lot of villain movies, okay? A lot of superhero movies that same chemist, that same scientist will in the day act like he a normal scientist, and then turn to a mad scientist at the end, at night, okay? And then he come to be the most powerful villain in the movie, okay? Because he taking what he know, what information that he know, and then mixing it with his shadow side. And the shadow side speaks about the misuse of power and knowledge that comes through spiritual practice. Okay, that's coming in your head, baby. So he taking his spiritual practice, he taking his mental disorder, he taking the invulnerability of different people. He coming in shape shifting, and girl, we got the NC beats. Okay, we got this person that's coming in. Okay, and he in the middle, it's like this is something he learned from either family or growing up. Okay, now it seems like I see a lot of this as a kid. Like I don't know if he was pushing people away because they were hurting him, or they pushing him away because he was hurting them. Okay, but either way go, I see a lot of pushback here, and this happened as a kid. Okay, we see being pushed right here and then pushing back here. A lot of pushback. Okay, probably from his family, but you know he done shape shifted a lot, done caused a lot of issues with his family, done caused a lot of issues in people's life. Okay, and he mixing it all up, honey, trying to make it all into something that makes sense. Okay, shapeshifter, that spirit gossip. Okay, this all started when he was a kid. Okay, there's some type of addict, some type of mental issues. Maybe I don't know if he was born from a parent that could possibly have some type of addiction, and that kind of threw off his chemistry as a kid. Okay, and like I said, you can have some empathy for that, but it's like, sir, if your family are trying to push you into a mental hospital to get you some help and you refuse to go, we can't feel sorry for you after that. Okay. Then we got this teacher. I don't know if teachers were trying to help him as well. You know, maybe a teacher tried to help if they had knowledge of it, but then he started to abuse the situation for a teacher. A part of me also kind of feel like he may have became too attached to a teacher growing up. Okay, and the teacher probably had to let him know. It could have been a gym teacher, girl. He could have came so attached to a gym teacher, and he can, you know, he probably came to this teacher being vulnerable. And it seemed like something negative may have occurred that kind of snowballed him into this. But it speaks about misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends. Okay, a false sense of invulnerability, a false sense of it. He could have been coming in as a teacher and acting like he was vulnerable. Okay, and then use that to his advantage. And that's probably why he learned it. He learned it from a teacher. And then he became the teacher. Girl, that's what I'm picking up. So, Let's see what is his issue. What is his mental issue? What chakras are off for this young man, honey? Because I want to get a clear understanding of this criminal mind. The criminal mind of Gerald Jackson. Okay. So let's see what chakras are off for this man. For this individual, this entity. Because I'm trying to help, okay? I'm not even trying to judge this man. I'm trying to help because I'm trying to solve the case, okay? The case come across, Shanquella case has come across my desk, and it's my job to use my intelligence, okay, and my resources to solve it. Now, we got some complacency here, which speaks of, you know, his childhood. His childhood from the age of 1 to 7 was toxic. He probably wasn't able to show his emotions. He probably wasn't able to be vulnerable, and he probably cried within for himself, okay? So he became very complacent, okay? So it's almost like he's a shell of himself, okay? A shell of himself. And it's almost like the part that you see him has no emotions, no feelings. It's like the mental, it's not there no more. Okay, you see this person is crying within, but then the outside that you see is so different from what's in the inside. Okay, this person can be very cold, lost, okay, can't see straight. And then this card is red, which means he can go from 0 to 10 real quick. He can go 0 to 100 real quick because this is anger. If he can't express himself properly, or if he get confused or discombobulated in any kind of way, it'll come across as anger real fast. Insecurities, which means somebody probably crossed the line with him as a young boy. With this devil coming across, touching, and then he trying to cover up his areas of, like, don't touch me here, don't touch me there. But this entity is still reaching and still touching, and this is a red card, which is still his foundation. This could be family crossing the line with him, okay? But his foundation is rocked. His foundation probably came from a lot of anger, probably came from a lot of, this was red, so it's his base chakra. His foundation is a lot of anger here, okay? Probably came from a family of addicts, allegedly. Okay, maybe addicted. Okay, it could be people of mental issues as well. Okay, long line of it, like say. And when you come from a long line of people with mental issues, when they do mental things to you, it's almost like it's normal to them and to family, and the family will sweep it up on the rug and won't even acknowledge it. But this right here, whatever it is, broke his heart, because he's wearing a green shirt here, but it broke his heart as a kid, maybe. Okay, or a man. Okay, this could be masculine energy crossing the line with him. Okay, but it makes him angry thinking about it. Okay, now we got instincts here. Okay, his instincts are all off spiritually, and then maybe he, you know, and we got this wolf energy, which two-faced wolf at that. So because of the issues from childhood that comes across, you know, it's just like he just wasn't cared for a lot, you know. Probably couldn't cry for his pain, and if he did cry, they probably told him to shut up. Okay, he became very complacent at the point that his emotions and feelings got pushed so low down within him, he don't even access them now. Okay, he don't have empathy right now. He probably showing up as a narcissist. Okay, in his real life, I don't believe he can really touch. Like, he's the type of person that'll grieve different for sure. Okay, you won't see no tears come out because they're not there. They so deep within. Okay. We got grief here, a lot of grief here, that he has a lot of sadness in his heart. Again, heart issues, and not speaking on it. Okay, he probably didn't know where to put his grief growing up. Okay, so we got grief here, but it's grief for the heart. So, heart, again, the heart, his heart is disconnected. Okay, because the chakras that we're seeing here are the ones that's disconnected. His base chakra is off. His heart chakra is off. His ability, his wisdom, his instincts, his spiritual connection is off. Okay. The service, his ability to do service is off. He think he's doing service, and he just really hurting people. Okay, mental issues. But again, it's giving me family issue, family, maybe the loss of family. I feel like family probably pushed them away. Okay, I don't know if he had a connection with a grandmother, and it's like once he lost that connection, nobody else didn't have anything to do with him. This is his sacral chakra. Sacral, which is connected to the base chakra. This is around your sexuality. The sexuality is a little off. Okay, It's a little off because somebody may have crossed the line. It definitely like somebody crossed the line, caused some type of anger, okay, and resentment. Then we got bittersweet, okay. Now the bittersweet card is about when people celebrate certain things, but yet it's still a bitter situation. Like, you know, you celebrate a graduation, but your kid is moving off. Your kid is moving on to the next chapter. Your family is kind of changing. So it's kind of bittersweet. It's a sweet moment. You celebrate it. So it's a lot of bittersweet moments in his life. I don't know if he was not celebrated properly. But this is his ability to communicate in a heartwarming type of way. His ability to communicate in a loving type of way. It comes off sometimes as bitter. It may come across as bitter sometimes when he communicates. Gratitude, okay, this giving mother issues, okay. Maybe not having gratitude for women, females, and maybe mothers, okay. He probably looked like he always wanted a connection, a loving connection with a mother, because this is a pregnant person. And you want to connect with that person, but it's a lot of weeds around the heart. It's a lot of stuff that's distracting here, okay. So I don't know if he was ever appreciated by a mother, okay, but we got destiny here. This great card still speaks about spirituality. So he's trying to find his destiny, but with all this confusing energy here, it's giving mental, okay, a lot of mental energy that's coming into his family issues, base issues here, that's building up some insecurities here because somebody violated, okay. That's grief here that was not properly grieved, okay. So if you don't properly grieve something, you push it down, it's going to create a block, okay. So that's a block here when it comes to his ability to connect with somebody on an emotional level, okay. And this destiny card right here is like whatever, girl, it's like it's like seeing things black and white, okay. Seeing things black and white, having the inability to connect truly to your destiny, and it's like you grasping, okay. It's like you grasping the straws because you got these people here that's trying to teach you and lead you, but then you down here being defiant. You're not listening, okay. It's like two individuals being defiant and not listening, and it's almost like you're not listening to your spiritual teachers, okay. But again, you see in black and white, you know, it's like, can you trust your spiritual teachers? Because your original teachers, which were probably parents, there seemed like there were some violations here. So now let's pull some energy on, just some tarot energy on him. What does the tarot have to say about Gerald? But I just want to get a basis on him before we just read on him to kind of know who he is. Now, tarot, give me the best card from this deck to describe the current energy for Gerald Jackson. Okay, the first card came out here is this it's the Ace of Cups, security and a helping hand, okay. So initially you want to think that he's out, you know, he's giving. Now, okay, I picked up two things here. Now, initially you want to think that he's out trying to help. He's trying to help. He's giving a helping hand. He wants to help on solving the case. That's initially what you want to think with this Ace of Cups. But then I see hand out asking, hand out requesting, hand out manifesting, okay. You looking out for yourself, okay. You got your hands out for self security, for self, okay. Even though you're trying to pull it, you know, trying to portray it as helping, okay. You came out of nowhere trying to help, but in the process of helping, it's like, oh, well, I need this for this, I need this amount for this, I need this fee for this, I need a printing fee, okay. So that's what I'm picking up. And then we got the Six of Pentacles with people are giving. You know, they trusting and they giving to him. Okay, they thinking that he's trying to find justice. Okay, he's trying to help with justice. With the Six of Pentacles, it says a raise in money and salary. It's like he is receiving something. He's receiving some type of money from this for sure. Okay, now I don't know if it's from the mother and father because of what he's giving. He's giving a little something. He's giving like little cents. He's giving little pieces here, and these people feel like they are grateful for him because he's holding the scale of balance. He's holding the justice scale. And he's the last person that needs to be holding the justice scale. He's the last person, okay, because he can't even balance the scale in his own life. But he, in these folks' life, trying to help, okay. But then it's like, you know, and it's like he came in their time of need. So it's like it's hard to kind of turn on somebody who came in on your time of need. You just refuse to believe that you can't trust them, okay. But at the same time, it's raising money and salary for him as well. Next, we got this Ten of Pentacles. Money contentment, signing of money agreements. Okay, girl, we got money coming in, period. He all about this money, honey. He feel like he on top of the world right now. Okay, with the signing of this money agreement here. So it's like, honey, we got come in, offering a helping hand. Okay, and then and then he gave a little to receive a lot. Okay, and he receiving a lot with the family, and the family, okay, they feel like we got the dog here, we got children here, they feel like they can trust him, he loyal. They're like, okay, I'll give you anything. At least the sister for sure said that. I haven't seen the father with him again. Okay, it seems like the father, you know, probably came to him in a vulnerable time. I haven't seen him say anything or interview with him again. Let's see if the FBI, what the FBI has to say about him. Let's see if the authorities, how do they feel about Gerald? What does the authority have to say about Mr. Gerald Jackson right now in this moment? All right, let's see what the authorities have to say. Okay, we got a false person. Somebody wearing a mask. The authorities know it. They know there's a false person here. Somebody wearing a mask, got a history of it. Okay, with the 8. Okay, now we got a female and a male here. Okay, so it's like somebody's not speaking. Somebody's wearing a mask. Okay, because this male is in the background with his mask on, just observing. And then we got this female here with her mouth covered. Okay, so just off top, I just see him and a sister. Okay, him and a sister. But you know, that's just what I saw off top. Okay, next, the authorities know about community. Honey, they know about what he done did in the community. They know about his impact in the community. Honey, they've been keeping an eye on him for a minute. Okay, especially North Carolina FBI division. They know about him in the community. They said the people in the community even know about him. Okay, and it's almost like they know about his family. They probably know about his family. Okay, and from what his history as a child. Because trust me, I bet you he got a criminal history as a child. It just covered up. The main man, who is him, okay, could possibly be a false person in the community. Of course he is. Okay. Next we got, they got a message of concern. They very concerned about him. Okay. It's like, I don't know if they got clues, if they received some type of communication or some type of notification, but they very concerned about him. Okay. Next we got a mature woman here. Again, remember I said I seen a woman here with him standing here. We got an older woman here. Okay, this giving me an old sister. Okay, it's something about this sister for me. Okay, because she kept on saying, I serve an amazing God. My God is hell of a. Huh? What do hell of a mean? Okay, what is hell of a? And is there a God named hell of a? Girl, I don't know. I don't keep up with all the gods of the earth, okay, or the universe or whatever. I can't keep up with all of them. But who is hell of a? And she said it multiple times. Okay, but we got this older woman here. This mature woman. Honey, walking on the same path together. We got a pathway. A spiritual path. I mean, it could be spiritual, but it's like the butterflies are just flying down the path. Okay, they seen a light at the end of the tunnel. So we got 8, 39, 1, 14, 6, and 5, 35. So we got this main male here who is Gerald, part of the community, honey, coming in. It's like, it's almost like, and remember we asked about the authorities. The authorities recognize him as a false person, okay? Especially when it comes to him probably being with his family in the community. They know that they know his history, okay? They know he is the main man. He's a person of interest, not only in my on my case, but also the authorities' case, okay? They are very concerned about him, okay? They got a whole file full of his information, okay? And now they're very concerned about this mature woman. Now, who's this mature woman? Is this the mother in the community, or is this the sister? Because the sister's just as old as the mama, okay? Don't ask me how, she just is, okay? And then we got a pathway here. So let's get more about this information here. What does the authority know about this community and mature woman? What concerning Gerald Jackson? I don't know why the cards keep on popping up over here. I'll reach it. Honey, I can reach. Okay, we got thoughts, honey. Oh, girl. And look at him thinking about this female. So it's almost like they are working together. They're creating together. Him and this mature woman. Him and whoever this older woman is. The mama, the sister, the daughter. But they working together in community. Because there's no way they don't know this man. They know this man's history. Okay? They know this man. So we got somebody thinking about some female concerning a journey. Oh. Is this Shanquella that's in the thought concerning this travel? The travel with Shanquella? So the authorities know about this woman and the community, the plans in this travel. The travels, the journey. Okay. We got luggage here. We got, of course, these cars got the train. But, train, plane, boat. Okay, a way of traveling, leaving. Okay, now I gotta pay attention to this two couples that's in the background that's looking at this man. We got two people in the background that's looking at this man. Okay, let's see. Give me more about this mature woman. What do we need to know about this mature woman in Gerald's reading? What do we need to know about this mature woman in Gerald's reading? All right. Now, this mature woman, this false person, okay, because she just as false as him, okay. I don't know, because this mature woman is communicating, okay. It's like he over here coming up with the plan, and she's connected to it, okay. We got a community here. They got a sense of community here. And then when it comes to this mature woman, we got the honesty card, okay. We got honesty, which means truthful, being truthful, okay. When it comes to, is she being honest though? Okay, I don't know. We got honesty. Is she being honest? She wearing a false mask. Change development. There's some type of change in the development in this case that they have to bring in this mature woman. They have to question her, okay. Look at them, they're turning a side eye, okay. It's like okay, what does she have to do with this? So it's like, some things have changed in this development because of this mature woman. Next, we got conflict. Okay, we got conflict, and like I said, we got this sneaky energy behind. So it's some kind of conflict in the case. There's a conflict in the story when it comes to this mature woman, and either what she has told the authorities or what have she have told about what she thought happened on this trip. Okay. And it's conflict. It's a conflict of interest. It's a conflict in a statement that was made, honey. Next, we got enlightenment. Like I said, they don't found out about something concerning this woman. And there's a change in travel again. Change in travel. So, I don't know if this mature woman, there's something about change in travel. Like, I don't know if she decided not to go, or it's something that happened in the traveling that changed. And when it changed, it kind of pointed to her. It's like they saw Like, wait a minute, she may have had something to do with this. So they are looking into a male and a female right now. The authorities are. Okay, let's see, is there anything else? Let's see, conflict, change, a journey. Okay, traveling. Give us more about this false person. What can you tell us about this false person concerning the authorities? What the authorities know about Gerald Jackson? Okay, the first card is wealthy man, honey. Oh, okay. So there is some money that's being exchanged between these two. Okay, and honey, girl, I guess Gerald blowing up with the success, honey, with the wealthy man. Then we got a marriage. Ooh, working together, baby. A partnership. Girl, are they working together on the GoFundMe? Are they working together? Because it's a partnership. Now, typical, you would think that, okay, it's a marriage. Okay, what's a marriage? It's a combining of assets. Assets being money. It's the combining of a partnership. Okay, coming together. Okay, being partners. Partners in crimes, possibly. We got 13, Friday the 13th, and we got 3. Okay. Now, this could also be giving me third-party energy. Okay, it could be a third party here as well. Okay. But yeah, we got this mature woman and this main man coming together to and they false. They're not giving out. The authorities do not believe everything that the woman is saying. Okay, because of this person being in the background lurking. Okay. It's like we can't, and now because of that, she's being investigated. She's a person of interest as well, okay? Because there's a lot of conflict in the story. The story's changing, okay? And it's all evolved around the travel of Shanquella, okay? Again, we got 2 people here working together, and it's Destiny card, okay? In a bittersweet situation. It's like even and then it seemed like a person that works out. Okay, it's giving me Shanquella's sister. Okay, because all my cards that's touching. Okay, there's some instinct here. It's speaking of a teacher, instincts. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, a concern from a woman to this main man. Okay, that's a change in travel, cause conflict. Okay, a change in development. Okay, because somebody was insecure, somebody violated somebody either while they was naked. Okay, and then the honesty, it's like this partnership. The honesty card right here, it's like you try to trust your community. You got community card with trust, honesty, a marriage or partnership. Okay, thinking you can trust these people. Okay, we got wealthy man and a false person here. I mean, wealthy man. Well, a journey. Okay, I don't know if he want to become rich because of this travel. Okay, of the plan that he thought about when it comes to this female. Okay, but he used the help of this mature woman to do that. Now, let's find out who this mature woman is. Now, I don't have nothing that'll say. Let me see. Give me more about this mature woman. What can you give me about from this deck concerning this mature woman? Well, what we do know about this mature woman. Oh, girl. We got the gentleman here. Oh, girl, the mature woman. She a gentleman? Was she transgender? It says there's a masculine energy here. So whoever she is, she give out a masculine energy. And she probably love her some black man, girl. Okay, it speaks about a partnership as well. A partnership. Oh, in the clouds, baby. Okay, because you know clouds come out, they distort things. There's some delays. There may be some problems, girl. If the clouds come out and rain is possibly coming, it's going to delay some people days. Okay, but it also speaks about dilemma. There's a problem. There's some delays here. Somebody is distorting the truth. Somebody's covering up something. Okay. Oh, with the lady. So we got the gentleman and the lady here. Distorting the truth, blurred vision. Okay, We got the black man and the black woman together, girl. With the mature woman. With the older woman, the mature woman. Not like, okay, so this is like the mama or the sister, girl. Is this the mama and the daddy? Is this Gerald and the sister? Is this the whole family, the whole community working together? Okay? Because it's definitely given that they working together, okay? Because the sister made a statement that I thought was shocking. She said that she'll start her grieving process when y'all stop talking about, when she stopped hearing the word Shanquella. When she stopped hearing Shanquella, then she'll start being able to enjoy her GoFundMe. Okay, now she didn't say it quote unquote. That's just what I picked up when she said it. But she don't want to keep it alive. She said that her mama get mad when the news people say that they want her to keep Shanquella name alive. She said she don't want to. She don't want to do the interview. She don't want. I guess they don't want to keep the name alive. The GoFundMe is high enough for them to go and enjoy their life and be okay now. So just forget about them and leave them alone, so they can grieve, and they gonna grieve differently once they get the GoFundMe in their pockets. Okay, it's gonna be a different type of grief. So, oh well, okay, fine. So, to me, you know, that doesn't mean that we're not going to stop looking for justice for Shanquella, okay? We're just going to stop leaning on people who don't want the same amount of justice, okay? Now, it's hard for people to accept that family could possibly turn on you, but you see it every day. Girl, you see it every day. It was just a story where a man took his own daughter, a beautiful little girl, and threw her in a river, okay? It was her own father. She was so vulnerable. She was only just 2 months old. She was just born. What did she do to him? You know she didn't do nothing to him. Okay? So, family can turn on you. And it's the reason why investigators always start with the family. Number one, to get information, and to also see could there have been a mother within the household. Okay? But, like I said, we got the gentleman. We got clouds in between here. And we got the lady. Okay? With this woman. And remember, this woman came out, okay, this mature woman, she came out with the false person. Okay, we got, remember, a male and a female here that's being false, that's putting clouds on the situation, okay, trying to cover things up. Now at the bottom of the deck is a courtship here. Now, Gerald, do he go both ways sometimes? Concern, despair, bad health, concerning a child, family room, sitting in the family room, great fortune, honey, privileged lady. Oh, now you got a glow up, sis. Lovers, imprisonment. Okay, but at the end of the day, y'all gonna be locked up. Okay, so that's gonna be the reading for, and then they're gonna be working in the prison chop shop. Okay, then they're gonna go get sentenced, okay, in front of a judge. Okay, and then a ruling. Okay, get locked down behind the prison gates, baby. Okay, so yeah, we got a whole story here. We got a whole story that's lining up here. But just know there will be justice. Okay, from what it's saying, it's gonna be some imprisonment and some judgment. Okay, so that's gonna be the reading for Mr. Number one criminal mind, Gerald Dwayne Jackson Jr. Girl, he's somebody's son. So stay tuned for the next one when we kind of break down his involvement with each Cabo member. Okay, we got to do it. We got to do it until we determine until we find, you know, justice for Shanquella. Remember, that's the key. Justice for Shanquella. It's getting to the point it's hard to kind of keep her story alive now, especially with, you see that the family don't want it to stay alive. They're so discouraging because we thought we was helping the family. But what I'm gonna say, I'm helping Shanquella. Okay, I'm fighting for her because I would want somebody to do the same for me. So that's the end of this reading. Stay tuned for the next one. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.